Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what is going on in the energy right now for you, okay? Could be past, present, future. You're going to know best how it resonates, okay? So let's see what's going on right now for the collective. What's important? The Queen of Swords. The Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Wands. At the bottom is the Queen of Wands, okay? Wow. Okay, Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. And then in the middle we have the Six of Pentacles. So there's an equal exchange here, okay? Or something is given and received equally. It goes both ways, okay? Somebody is seeing the truth about this, or there's some sort of an equal exchange in the middle. Meeting someone in the middle. Okay. Let's see. Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so heavy Libra energy. Now, this looks like an Empress that's got it going on, okay? Sitting on a throne, they know their worth, powerful in their own right. I mean, okay, like a sovereign person, successful, independent, abundant. Okay, that's nice. What's the Six of Pentacles? The Seven of Swords. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. Something about someone lying about a broken family, okay? Or a family being torn apart, family problems, toxic family secrets. Somebody is lying about this, or there's deceit. What's the Ace of Swords? The Three of Swords. The truth about heartbreak and anxiety. Now, I don't know whose anxiety this is, okay, or somebody feeling stressed out about a broken heart. Tell me about the King of Wands, please. The King of Wands is the Star. And the Nine of Wands. The King of Wands is a protector, okay? They're a fighter. They're a warrior. They don't ever give up. Very resilient, strong, protective. The Star, inspirational, a healer, someone very special. Okay, so both people coming out right now, the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords, both have very beautiful energy with them. And what I like about this, I gotta be honest, is that in this reading, the masculine energy of the King of Wands is coming out as very masculine, like very yin, right? Yin is the masculine, I think. Yang is the feminine energy, I believe. Okay, I hope I don't get that wrong. But the masculine is coming out very masculine as this protector energy, right? Like the strong leader, okay, very passionate, a go-getter, driven, all right? The King of Wands is all about taking action, believing in themselves, all right? And then the Queen of Swords is coming out as Empress, you know? Like the feminine energy. Look at, like, this is like looking good, sitting pretty, okay? That's that energy. I'm not saying that's what feminine energy is, but this is what it gives me, okay? All right then. So why is this important? Tell me about this Queen of Swords, please. The Five of Swords in reverse. No manipulation. Somebody's not playing some sort of mind games here. Death. Death? Why is Death here. The Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Fool in reverse. This has to do with a stupid risk that someone took, or somebody not getting a new beginning. Something is a failure, or somebody took a stupid risk and it's not going to work out. Somebody's going to reap what they have sown. It's going to come back around. Oh, no, oh, okay, wait a minute. So if the Queen of Swords spoke something out here about a death or some sort of a permanent ending, that somebody's going to reap what they have sown for something, that it's going to come back around, that was not manipulation. That was truth, okay? Queen of Swords, that was truth. That was not some sort of manipulation. That was truth. Tell me more about that. The Prince Charming. Okay, this has to do with Prince Charming, all right? The King of Wands. And something about the incense burner in the reverse. Something cannot be cleansed away. Something can't be cleared away. You want to know what this is giving me? It's like whatever seed people tried to plant in the beginning of something, right? It's going to come back around. It's not going to be cleansed away, right? Like the ill intentions of people, or their plans, their plots, their schemes, their lies, those are not going to just be cleansed away. It's put out in the universe, right? I got this, when was it? Last night? I think I was just thinking about this last night, this concept, right? Which is the concept of like what you put out is what you get back, right? The Six of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles here. If you want to like simplify what that means, it's kind of like if you're a rude person, right? You walk around all day long and you are rude to people. You're snappy, you're bratty, you're condescending, okay, towards people. When you approach someone like that and you talk to them like that, chances are they are going to react in a similar way, or in like a standoffish kind of pushy way, right? So if you in an interaction with another person send out negativity, okay, or just being snappy, backhanded, they will meet you at the same place. Yeah, meet you in the middle. They're going to meet you from the energy that you come in with, right? So if you're rude to someone, they're probably going to be rude back, right? If you're really happy, okay, uplifting, you try and smile all day long, you try to talk to strangers in a good level way, okay, chances are you're going to get that same energy back from them, right? If you're nice to someone, they'll probably try and be nice to you back, okay? Something about the intention is important here. So it's the same concept with like just energy, okay? If we take another person out of the equation, it's still the same kind of it's still same kind of like an energy transaction, I guess you could say, where if you are putting out ill intention, there's some sort of a boundary there where it's going to come back to you. You're going to get the same kind of a response back. Like the universe is not just an empty like echo chamber, okay? There's what was I seeing? I saw it. This also has something to do with physics. It's like when you push against something, you get a push back. I don't remember what that law is. It's like, you know, something about force, and every action has an equal reaction. That's physics, right? Every action you take, you get the same reaction back. And that's what this is giving me. Is that there's people in the past that might have put like really ill intentions out, and they think that just because they're doing it behind the scenes, behind your back, not in your face, they're just saying it, like they're just putting it out into the energetic field, that it's not going to come back to them, but it always does, because you don't need another person to scream at for that reaction to come back, right? So no, when you talked about somebody getting back what they put out, you meant that. You meant that because it has to do with the way that the universe works. Okay? Like the universe is a giant math equation, okay? It's ruled by laws. And you cannot bend the rules. You cannot bend the laws of physics. You can't. Okay? So if you said something is going to be a failure, it's not going to work, okay, you're going to reap what you have sown, right? If somebody plants bad trees, they're going to get bad fruit. That's how it works, right? So no, you were not being manipulative about that. And it can't be cleansed away either. It's like it can't, energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be recycled, basically. Right? So the energy they put out, it can't be cleansed away, it can't be destroyed. It's going to come back around in some sort of way. Or what else this is giving me is if somebody here started this entire situation off of lies and deceit surrounding a family, a broken family, toxic family dynamics, this is what's coming back around to them because this is where it started. This is the intention they put out in the universe. This is what they're getting back. So everything that they put out as a lie is exactly what's going to come back around and bite them in the ass in the end. It's going to be the thing that smacks them back in the face. It's going to be the thing that they get back and that they have to eat their words. It's the lies that they told that are going to be the things that smack them in the face, okay? To put it bluntly. So let's see. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles. The Hierophant in reverse. Okay, yeah, something about not thinking that something doesn't have laws or something doesn't have order and structure to it. Right? These people think, yeah, because they don't understand. They don't understand the way that the universe works. Okay, so in this situation, I guess for them, ignorance is bliss, all right? But they don't understand there are laws, there are rules, and there is structure. They think that they're exempt from this in some sort of way. A King of Pentacles and a group of people here or some sort of third party situation. Yeah, something here was a bad investment. Okay, they're not going to get back what they thought that they're going to get, they're not going to get out what they think because it's not what they put in. Right? They think that they're going to be getting some great results out of something, but is that what they put into it? No. They're mixing something up here, okay? And it has a lot to do with intention or energetic output. If you put, okay, the law of, something has an equal reaction. So if you take a hammer and throw the hammer at like a swinging ball, that ball is going to have the same effect as you hit it with the hammer. These people think that they can hit something with a hammer and it won't move. You get what I mean? They think that there's going to be a different reaction to what they put in to the energy, and that's not how it works. That's just physically, that's not how it works. They're not going to get out what they put in because what they put in is bullshit. So how are you expecting anything else besides bullshit? Like, that's just the way that it works, okay? And there's no illusion here about this. Something is a missed opportunity. It's not going to work because in order for a result to be good, you need to have good intention behind it. They don't seem to understand. There's people here, they don't grasp this concept. They think that they can scheme, lie, cheat, steal, be deceptive, be a criminal, be a devil energy in some sort of way, and that they're gonna get out good results. Really? When has that ever worked? When has that ever worked in the grand scheme of life? Okay, so you want to run around like a little dictator. Have you ever seen a government or a country or a city or whatever flourish and thrive and have good results under someone who is dictatorial and has bad intentions? You know, it's that kind of a concept. You can't be a nasty person and put out nasty energy and think that you are going to be getting thriving, great results back. I mean, like, come on. That makes sense, right? Okay, so these people don't understand the concept of you're going to get exactly as much shit out as the shit you put into something. Right? The King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? That's the truth. That's the truth. It has to come from love, okay? It has to come from emotional connection, love, empathy, consideration. That's how you get the best results. And that's just how it is. That's literally just how it works. Okay, you can't bend the rules. You can't. Okay, like, okay, let's say you're doing homework, all right? You're doing homework. If you half-ass the homework, you don't think about what you're doing, you don't care, you barely try, you think you can take shortcuts, you think you can fool the teacher, you think that you can, you know, waste someone's time, what grade are you going to get out of that? What grade are you going to get back? Okay? If you really try really hard, okay, you sit there, you take your time, you try to understand what's going on, you do everything as well and as good as possible, right? What are you going to get back? A good grade. That's the way the world works, right? And these people just don't want to get it. Like, they think that there's a shortcut to everything. There's not. There's not. And even that is mathematically proven. I mean, really, like, you can try and go really fast and really high, but you're going to come down just as fast. And that's the devil energy right there, is the people that think they can have instant gratification. They can make it to the top really, really, really quickly, sell their soul for fame. But what happens? Whoop, crash and burn every time. And the people that take their time and build slowly like that, they get the better curve. Okay, so Three of Pentacles, working together with others, collaboration, the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon. Yeah, so something about a hidden collaboration with others. Okay, the Moon. They think that this is being done in secret. They think that nobody knows, or what's that about? Something about an item, an object. The Moon again. Why are you showing me the Moon twice? Something is hidden. There's an illusion. The Snake and pain. I mean, come on. They're delusional. Now I'm just thinking delusional. The Snake and whip. Okay, so someone who's deceptive, sneaky, conniving, manipulative. They want to hurt people. They don't care about people. They don't care who they hurt. Okay, and again, you put this shit out into the universe, that's exactly what you're going to get back. If you approach another person and spit in their face and be nasty to them, talk bad about them, make fun of them, be rude to them, be nasty to them, you are going to get the same exact shit back. Because why should somebody be nice to you that you just spit in their face? Why should somebody be nice and respectful to you after you just screamed in their face? Why? Why is somebody even expecting that kind of a reaction? You get what you put out. So if this snake wants people to be nice to them, they should try being nice first, because the reaction is coming off of their nasty snake energy. It should be done with love. I don't think this person has any kind of love in their heart, but they should give it a try. Okay? Practice makes perfect, right? Cross, never mind. It's not gonna work. Okay, some people you just can't save. Okay, sorry to put it that way, but love, you should try it though. You should try it though. Whoever this person is, they should try it. It's almost like they don't like the reaction that they're getting. So they've been a rude, nasty, devil energy person to someone, and they don't like the reaction that they're getting. Well, have they tried it with love? Have they tried being a loving, nice, caring, empathetic, considerate person that cares about humanity and others? Have they tried it? Because maybe they'll get a different reaction if they try that one, okay? Engagement ring, partnership, commitment, completion, union, their energy. This is about, it's not about an engagement ring, it's about energy, someone's energy, their signature. People's energy signature is just as unique as their signature written by hand. It's the same, it's a signature, okay? And if somebody doesn't like the energy that they're getting in their life, they need to think about the energy that they're putting out, because it's literally, the universe, like I said, it's not an echo chamber. You're not screaming something out, putting it out, and it's just vibrating like continuously forever. There's gonna be something that comes back in the same exact way. And anybody who's had a spiritual awakening, you can attest to this, like even with the smallest things. I mean, I've had these things happen to me in the smallest ways, where I was like, yes, karma is not a bad thing, you know? Karma is just karma. It means what you put out is what you get back. And there's no exemptions. Nobody is exempt from getting karma, okay? And what I mean with like in the smallest ways, it's like me being flaky, okay? Or, you know, making an appointment, not going to the appointment, not telling someone that I'm not going, right? Because other things just get in the way or whatever. But then when somebody is like, when I'm trying to make an appointment with someone, somebody flakes out on me, right? It's like you get the same thing back. It's like if you ghost people, they ghost you back, and it's not going to be the same exact person. It's going to be someone else, right? But it's almost like karma is just a reminder to you to be aware of how you treat people or how you move through the universe, because karma will make you feel like what it's like when it happens to you, right? So then when you're sitting there and you're trying to make an appointment and then you get ghosted and you're sitting there going like, oh, they ghosted me. It's like, well, you just did that to someone too. And it's like, okay, so yeah, reminder. It's a reminder. This is what it feels like, right? To be more considerate and aware with how you deal with people. That's all it really is. But if you're a group like this, where you're just racking up bad karma left, right, and center, I mean, don't expect good things to come back to you, okay? Mask. Somebody here is wearing a mask, pretending. Wearing a mask, hiding, personifying, and pretending. What are they pretending? Because they're obsessed, possessive, and controlling, okay? Or they have a blockage. They feel blocked. They want obsession, possession, and controlling. They're hiding, personifying, pretending. They're pretending something because they want control, or they're hiding something because they want control. Yeah, that's the same. It's going to come back the same exact way. If they act this way to someone, then someone else is going to treat them this way. And that's karma. You know, sometimes, I mean, justice is not out here. Sometimes, like, we need to remember that there is a difference between revenge and justice. Okay? Fairness and justice is not the same as revenge, right? Or payback. And I feel like in this instance, if someone around this devil energy here ends up playing into a game of pretending, hiding, and personifying something, right, in order to gain control, that's not revenge, that's justice. Because again, what's the intention? Right? The intention is always the most important thing behind every single action that you take, okay? And the intention is also going to be the difference between justice and revenge, because revenge is coming from the intention of wanting to hurt people, wanting to get back at people, being mad, being toxic, being angry, okay? But justice is coming from the intention of wanting to restore balance, needing things to be fair, laws that need to be upheld, okay? Justice that needs to be served, right? Coming from the intention of wanting good for you and for the good of all. Okay, justice is about wanting to help everyone, wanting the good for all people. Revenge is only wanting to like fulfill and satisfy your need for some sort of instant gratification. Okay, so I don't know who needed that pep talk there for a second, but I mean, I think this comes in handy with like people that used to be people pleasers, right? Because I've seen this before, where somebody who's been like a chronic people pleaser in life, they'll have the chance to get real justice for something that happened to them, right? But because they're, you know, they'll like switch those two things, or they'll confuse it a little bit, where it's like they feel like getting their justice for something is revenge. And it's not the same thing at all. This is like, you know, somebody steals a lot of your money, okay? Or they run off with like, I don't know, a lot of money. And the person is like timid when it comes to go get your fucking money back, because they think, well, I don't want to be that person where I'm getting revenge and I'm doing things to, you know, hurt them. It's like, it has nothing to do with hurting them. It's just, that's your money, okay? You get what I mean? So they don't take certain actions that they could take to maybe, you know, get the ball rolling a little bit harder, because they're like, well, I don't want to be like them and ruin their life, and I don't want to go too far, and you know, that's just not me. It's like, you're not getting revenge, you're getting justice. It's different, right? Yeah, so then, you know, this person could potentially then not get their money back, and it's because they didn't people pleaser, okay? I don't know. What's the Ace of Swords? The Hanged Man, some sort of an epiphany here about not getting your money back. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Huh, interesting. Okay. The Tower and the Four of Pentacles. Or it has something to do with somebody thinking that they're not going to get something back. Like the energy they put out in the universe is not going to come back to them, okay? Some sort of lies that they told here. Oh no, they're getting this back. They're getting the same exact energy back that they put out. Definitely. They're getting the same exact thing they put out. The Ten of Pentacles. Something about a lot of money. Interesting. Something about a lot of money. Yeah, this has to do with like karma. And again, karma is not only for your enemies. Like karma is neutral, okay? Even like what you do to someone else, it will come back to you. Even if you didn't have bad intentions at the time, you know, even if like in my example, you were just kind of careless, or you weren't thinking so much, or you were just kind of like, oh, whatever, it's whatever. But it's not just whatever, because somebody on the other line was expecting you to show up and you didn't, right? Even if in that moment you're like, oh, it's whatever. But it's never just whatever. And karma is a teacher, right? Karma just comes in to remind you to be more present in your day-to-day, the way that you interact with other people, right? Yeah, so it kind of feels like maybe somebody is getting what they put out in some sort of way, right? I don't know. It has to do with a lot of money, not getting some sort of money, somebody not paying someone money. Okay, somebody not helping someone with money. I mean, yeah, like let's say that's happening to someone right now, where they have these huge, massive bills that they don't know how to pay, and they don't know how to get their money, and they, you know, somebody is stealing from them now, and they have all this shit to pay and they don't know how. This could have also been someone that in the past you had a lot of bills to pay and they didn't help you, and they weren't there for you, and they left you with all those bills to pay. So now they are going through the same exact thing that you went through. But some people don't realize that that is actually karma for the way they treated someone else, right? They think, okay, you know, I don't know. And that's just an example, guys, okay? Don't take that personally, please. But High Priestess, yeah. For someone, that's you're going to see that happen. If you had a huge, 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 massive bill that you couldn't pay or you didn't know how to pay it, and somebody looked away and said, not my problem, they're going to have the same exact thing happen to them. The exact same thing happen. Okay. Yeah. And that's just how the universe works, right? The Six of Swords. And it's not malicious, okay? It's not like you wished it on that person or you wished that would happen to them. That's literally just karma coming back around saying, remember when this person was struggling financially and you looked the other way and you didn't care? Well, now you're going to see what that feels like. When you have to carry everything alone and nobody is there to help. You're going to see what that feels like. That's this. Okay? It's not malicious. It's not you. It's just karma. So tell me more about the truth. The past, love. Yeah, something that happened in the past, something that was done out of love, or something about the intention here is really, really important. Why something was done, maybe even in the past, why you took certain steps that you took in the past, okay? And the fact that you always came from a place of love. And love in this sense, not like loving someone like with your heart. It's more like wanting the best for you and wanting the best for the good of all. Okay, doing what's right for you, but doing something also with the intention in mind that this is going to be helping a lot of people and not just yourself. Okay. So again, the difference between revenge and justice, wanting revenge and wanting justice, those are not the same thing. The Ten of Pentacles, yeah, something about a lot of money, or why you did something in the past, okay? Maybe why you went somewhere in the past, why you reported something in the past, why you did something, you took some sort of action, okay? Yeah, it's like you, whatever this was, you didn't just do it for yourself, you also did it to make sure something doesn't happen to other people. Okay. Let's see. A thief, a liar, a criminal, a crook. Yeah, people that are conniving, deceptive, manipulative. The community and somebody being in despair. Someone being in despair, coming to a community of people. What's that? Or something about wishing that a whole community is in despair or is sad. Clock. Something needs time, takes time. Something took a very long time. Something's been going on for a very long time. And somebody's unsure of the future. Somebody's unsure of the future because something took a long time. Or somebody's been unsure of the future because of all the time that's been lost, maybe. The King of Pentacles. Knight of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse. Forgiveness, forgiving a King of Pentacles for not helping. Get a burden off someone's back. Forgiving someone for not helping you when you had a burden on your back. Yeah, you don't have to get any kind of revenge for that. Okay, because that's giving me the example that I just mentioned of, you know, if you had a huge bill to pay that you didn't know how to pay and somebody looked away and they didn't help you and they left you with that huge burden and you didn't know how to take care of it, you can forgive them because it does come back around, and you can watch this person also then struggle in the same way, and it has nothing to do with you. Like, you did not put that on them. You did not wish it on them. it will come back through their own actions. Like the actions that they take in life is what's going to lead them to facing similar problems. And, you know, you don't ever have to get revenge for anything, because life has a way of teaching people. You don't have to teach them a lesson. Life will teach them lessons. Right? So forgiveness in this sense is just accepting the fact that something happened to you. Okay, you saw, if anything, you saw how this person would show up for you, if not at all. Yes, they did not help you. They did not help you get the burden off your back, but life is going to teach them a different lesson. Okay. Yeah, and if you take some sort of action here, it's for justice. It's for justice, and it's not for revenge, and it's not for payback. It's for justice. Okay? And it has to do with the intention behind it here. Yeah, the intention being standing up for yourself, defending yourself, okay? Not backing down, fighting alone, not giving up, all right? Not letting someone back you into a corner or force you into some sort of submission, okay? Or bring you down to your knees, right? If you say, I'm going to get justice for something that you did to me, that's not revenge, all right? That's you defending yourself and standing up for yourself when no one else is. When no one else is, and no one else is going to. Right? You have the right to defend yourself. You don't have to sit back and just take someone's, them slapping you in the face over and over again. Like, you don't have to take that. All right? And that's not revenge if you stand up and you protect yourself. That is justice, okay? The Nine of Wands in reverse, yeah. Being unprotected, feeling like you can't protect yourself, or being forced into submission, being forced into giving up, backing down, backing off, right? Giving something up, the devil. Revenge. Yeah, there's a fine line here, okay? There is a fine line between standing up for yourself and wanting revenge. It's a fine line, but I don't know. This could even be something that happened in the past for you, where you took action to stand up for yourself and defend yourself. But, anything beyond that point of wanting to like pay it back to them, or wanting to get them back for it, or I'm going to, like take you to the cleaners, and I'm going to do this and that, that's revenge. Right? There's like a fine line here between that. Why is that important? The Eight of Swords, because of somebody feeling stuck and trapped. Yeah, I mean, look, okay, so let's say you're tied up and kidnapped in a home, okay? This is a pretty over-exaggerated example, but I think it's gonna work. So you're tied up in a house with a kidnapper. They're holding you hostage, okay? Now, justice would be that you free yourself from this and you call the police, or you call someone to help you, right? That's not revenge, that's justice. You're asking someone in authority for help in a problem where somebody has bound you into something that you cannot free yourself from yourself. You're just asking for help. And it's whatever happened to that person that did that to you, that's justice. Now, revenge would be you standing outside, the cops have left, and you're like, I'm going to get you back for everything that you put me through, and I'm going to burn the house down, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to ruin your life the way you ruined mine. That's revenge. Right? So, there's a fine line between both of them. And just because you escape something, or you break out of something, and you call the police, or you call justice up, that's not revenge. That's asking for help. Okay. That's a difference. Okay, that is not the same thing. That's the truth. Yeah. All right, that is the truth. Six of Wands in reverse, about somebody ruining someone's reputation or somebody having a fall from grace. No. Yeah, no, let's not confuse two things here, okay? Somebody is trying to confuse something here about the action that you took. Are there not laws? Like, am I getting something wrong? Do we not have laws and structures and rules and stuff? So if somebody breaks the law, isn't it like see something, say something? Why are we operating here in the realm of, oh, you're reporting crime because you want revenge? Excuse me? Why are we moving into that realm? Oh, you called me out for something I did. You're trying to ruin my reputation. You're trying to ruin me. But did you commit a crime though? I mean, isn't that justice? Isn't that justice? I mean, that's not revenge. That's justice, okay? In what realm are we moving here? I mean, you be a criminal, you get the same treatment back, okay? You be a good person, you get the same thing back. So we just got people out here committing crimes and then getting mad and saying you want revenge to ruin their reputation. But you committed a crime though, didn't you? I mean, or you were a shitty human being to someone else though, weren't you? I mean, that makes sense, right? That cannot just make sense to me. I don't know. Let's just keep closing words here. Not working together with others, the lovers, a relationship, okay? Yeah, you might just realize that the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords, you might just have to realize at some point that there's only going to be a select few people that you can really connect with or that are really going to understand you in a way that other people don't, because some sort of collaborations aren't going to work. All right then. And this has to do with an ultimate betrayal after somebody walking away. We're trying to betray someone here that's already on the way out or leaving. Okay. A King of Swords in the reverse. A King of Swords in the reverse. Who's something about meeting and conversing with a friend. Coffee cup. A confirmation or a meeting and conversing with a friend. Something being given to someone. Giving and receiving equally. Yeah, you get back what you put out. If somebody here is talking to someone, to a friend about something, or something about a meeting and a conversation, not wanting to work together, not wanting to collaborate. Yeah, this is like, if somebody gave you the boot, okay, and didn't want to help you, didn't want to work together with you, then the time is going to come where other people don't want to work together with them either. And that doesn't even have to be from you, that you are the one that says, I'm not going to work together with you again. This could even just be other people. Like, other people will not want to work together with them because that is how they were moving the whole time too. Right? If somebody is greedy, then other people aren't going to want to share either. So that's just how it is. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.